right, Keith is here, and it looks like Mother Nature is keeping you pretty busy this week.
Yeah, you notice I was floating around the office a lot less today. Brian and Amanda probably know this.
Yeah, it was
it's
quiet.
an inverse ratio.
Didn't hear your voice much around the newsroom.
It means something's going on, and we're going
Yes.
to talk about this Thanksgiving storm in a second, but we've got one before it tomorrow, which will give us a little bit of rain and a little bit of snow. This is an easier to forecast system, which is good. Just coming in as a clipper from the Midwest, moving basically due east here. And so tonight, temperatures drop. It's partly cloudy to mostly clear. We're below freezing in most spots by tomorrow morning. And the reason that's important is because over western Maine and New Hampshire, eastern New Hampshire, there could be some showers ahead here early enough tomorrow that we'll see some freezing drizzle perhaps, maybe a little snowflake activity away from the mountains. But very quickly, by mid-morning at the latest, we'll convert over to rain along the coast, rain inland, cold rain, and then snow just in the foothills and mountains. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow. That rain snow line keeps pushing higher and higher in the terrain so that by the afternoon it's just the highest spots seeing snow. The rest of us still seeing some version of chilly rain. That'll continue through about 9, 10 o'clock. Then we'll get this thing out of here. We're not looking at a lot of rain. It looks like under a half inch of rain and a couple of inches of snow possible in the higher elevations. Wednesday's a quiet travel day, big travel day, right? 40 to 45, mixture of sun and clouds. Everything looks fine there. So as far as ice, I just want to highlight again where we could see a little freezing drizzle tomorrow morning. After that, everything will even out and will turn over to rain, and the mountains will turn over more squarely to snow. That system's easy. Wednesday's easy too. Thursday, well, it's a little bit more complicated. Computer models really have been disagreeing all weekend and going back into last week as to whether or not we have a major storm system on Thanksgiving, which is not ideal because it's a big day and people would like to know. You basically have two camps here. European model, a more amped up low that travels near Boston or maybe just the south and east, gives us a relatively substantial snow event away from the coastline, rain event along the coast with some gusty winds. The GFS model is much flatter, much more progressive, pushing most of this out to sea, and that's the camp they've been in all weekend. Bottom line is, if I have to pick one here, it's going to be the European model. And I've seen little hints of the GFS kind of blinking or trying to trend towards the Euro, so that gives me more faith that the Euro's on the right track with the storm coming in mid to late morning on Thanksgiving, lasting all day on Thanksgiving and into the evening. Where that rain snow line is going to make a huge difference into how impactful this storm is for Maine. But the latest European model, it's a pretty tight gradient. I do think along the immediate coast it's going to be hard for us to get much snow because the water is 50 degrees still and the wind will be coming mostly off the water. But go inland and we'll at least start as snow, and the question is how long can it hang on? Obviously foothills and mountains have a better chance of it staying all snow. So travel issues here I think on Thanksgiving, and it depends which direction you're going. So if you're going for Thanksgiving, well, if you're staying home, you're good. If you're going west, it's going to be, you're going to be worse off. So into New Hampshire, into Vermont, into upstate New York, you're going into the cold part of the storm. As it stands, guys, if you're going south, down into eastern Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, chances are it would be a rainy drive, not a snowy drive. But we will narrow this down the best we can based on the infighting of these two major models. So.
Great.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
Please narrow it down fast.
I know.
I want to know.
I said if this is how it's going to be this winter, then I'm going to turn this car right around. If the models are going to be this far apart 3 days out. But I think the European has the right idea, the storm being there, so we'll just try to get that nailed down tomorrow morning.
Making you work for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.
Thank you.